my check for real. I'm about my respect for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. Yeah. I'm about to for real.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. That's the 20 to the 22-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now, 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. Out to the left, it's complete to Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Get up!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
39.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And it's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's going to get it running right. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Right.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Smith. Flushed out right. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, it's Smith. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go, 15. Hey, back up.
Here's Smith now on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Grady Jarrett of a good 10 yards. Third and long, it's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held down. They forced the field goal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 25. Get up.
On second down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
22.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Alongside to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 76 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's hauled in by Doxson. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 50, it's Smith. Being chased out left. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there, Smith to Doxson, 45 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle from 8 yards out. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's got him in. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
12. 21. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hey, got it. 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Coleman now. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, gun. Get up!
On 3rd down. That's Coleman. Escapes the defender. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Room here to run. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, here's Smith. His first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. On 1st and 10, Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that tight end who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Again, Smith. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short. Able to slither by. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Gun. 39. Go!
Now Ryan on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case,
down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again is Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
54, south, left. Gun. Right. Hey, south.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually, in this case, no one came up with it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
52. 35.
On 1st down, Smith. And he's going to go They sack him back at the 42. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They have a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Smith throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
12.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or they're going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Play 25. Hey, express.
Throwing now is Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
On. Tiger. Settle down, huh? Liz.
Smith now to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him.
Progressions, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. First throw here in overtime for Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars them. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Settle down, huh?
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now they try the right side here. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 4.